How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to episode 38. I think I got it wrong in the last one, but I got it right in this one. It's episode 38. I checked. I looked at what the last ones were, and the last one was 37. I'm going to look again because now I'm second guessing myself because I'm pretty sure that is right. Looking back, moving it. Yeah, last one was 37. That makes this one 38. I did it. I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Wow.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a wonderful start to the week. If it is your first time here, this is the group Trials of Imagination. We are a group of friends who get together every week and play some Dungeons and Dragons, nerd out, have a good time. We are currently going through the module known as Curse of Strahd. It is a gothic horror type of campaign setting. If you are familiar with that, fret not. You won't be bored at all because this is heavily homebrewed, so there's plenty of surprises for you as well. So regardless of whether you're familiar with it or it's new to you, there will be plenty of unforeseen things that will take place. You might notice as the stream goes on that you will not see a whole lot of interaction with us vocally with the chat. That is normal. It is how we always do it, so it is not us ignoring you, I promise. We will try as best we can to actually respond to you in chat itself, but we have a limited time frame that we do these sessions in, and we like to give as much respect and devotion of time to the role play and staying in the zone and in character and whatever terms you wanted to use instead of disengaging and discussing with chat. However, we do have a section at the end of the stream where once the actual session ends and whoever other players need to hop off, they hop off, and then the rest of us stay, and we do a post-stream chat where we actually do the exact opposite, and the only thing we do is discuss questions with you guys or discuss things throughout the episode and just have a good time. So if that is something that you are interested in and you like to talk to the people that are streaming and you want to ask questions, there is a section towards the end that will be dedicated solely towards that. It is episode 38. We are slowly but surely approaching episode 40. And you know what that means? That means giveaway time. But this time around, we are going to do it in a different manner as opposed to the point system like we've been doing. We're going to shake it up just a little bit and do a dual thing. So if you are a sub, you get 2 names in the pot. So that'll give you 2 names just for being that. And if you are present and just comment on the stream at all during the giveaway episode, then that will also put your name in the pot. So subs get the bonus for being subs, and then just all you have to do is be present, at least chat one time, and there you go. You're in the giveaway. We will announce what the giveaway is on that episode. So look forward to that. We'll make sure to announce that this episode as well as the following episode and keep you up to date as we approach that territory. So, few of the general announcements. We have a merch store. You can do exclamation point merch in the chat. It'll take you a link towards that. There's a good chance that maybe some of the giveaway comes from that, or maybe it comes from something else. There's a few things we could pick from, but if you're interested to see what you could potentially win and something you might like or would want, you can go ahead and look through that and see some options, or just see something you like and get it. You know, you do you. You can also do exclamation point podcasts in the chat. We have a lot of the episodes in audio format so that if YouTube's not your thing and Twitch is not your thing and you would just like to be able to listen to them while you're doing other things and you just want to be able to put your phone down, put it aside and listen, they are available there. It's on Spotify, but you can do exclamation point podcast here. It'll take you a link towards that. We also have a Patreon, so you can do exclamation point Patreon in the chat if you would like to give towards the stream and all of us and not have a lot of it taken away, which is kind of what happens if you do donate stuff directly through Twitch. They take a little bit of a higher percentage of it. Patreon, as far as we can find, takes pretty much the lowest percent possible, and it gives us a chance to give stuff back to you guys, such as having a Patreon-only podcast episode that's specific just to Patreon users, and we really go into details of different episodes and things like that. Between having a Patreon-only Discord, to where we hang out and talk about stuff in there, or the Patreon only voice channel, a few different things that it gives you access to. So you can check that out, and there's a few different tiers that have more stuff as well. You do exclamation point socials at any point if you want to see any of the places that we post stuff. It gives you a link to all the social medias, as well as I believe it also has links to the streamers. Maybe we did in that one. If not, there is one for that, and my mind is blanking on it at the moment. But I think it's
players.
No, the players just gives a list. There's one actually
Streamers?
it might be streamers. I can't remember. There is one. There it is. Yeah. So there's a streamers link, and then there's a socials link. So we may have had them separate, but now they're both in chat, so they're both there for you. And we have that. I can't think of anything else. SJ, did I miss anything?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so, but never know. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. I'm ready to hop into the episode tonight. Excited to see what happens and where things go. If you see people show up during the stream and they're kind of asking the questions or trying to get us to say something, and you notice that we're not, because like we said in the announcement, we're going to keep staying on the course and not engage with chat vocally. If you don't mind, if you would just kind of just let them know what's going on. If we don't first, a lot of times we'll try to answer questions in chat. But if you see us in the middle of role play or something and someone starts trying to ask questions, just let them know what's going on so that everybody is in the loop and nobody feels left out. That would be much appreciated. But I think that's enough of me talking, and I think we're ready to get into episode 38 of Curse of Strahd.
That's the win for that one.
All right. So, welcome back. Everybody's up on the screen. Camera's in the right place. Everybody's looking good. I think we are doing what we need to do.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Everybody's looking nice. I can barely see Jay, but he looks nice.
I'm invisible.
Wait, where did Jay go?
That's how that works. That's 100% how that works.
He's there. He's just hiding.
Last time on Trials of Imagination, episode 37, our adventurers finally managed, although in a kind of a back and forth manner, it looked a little worrisome at times, but they managed to succeed in the combat that they had going on with creatures known as Bodaks. And nobody died permanently. Nobody actually died, I guess, in a technical sense. But when they got to the point of what seemed like some form of victory, if you can call it such, out of this goop from the ground emerged another member of the seven that they have now officially met. Not only just any member, but one that we truly introduced for the first time in the one-shot that we had a couple weeks ago with Miss Elberth as the main focus, which is a really cool tie-in. So if you check that out, you already knew about that character a little bit, so then you got to see it come back in full force in last episode, which is, I think, was a cool tie-in, and getting to mimic what Stormer did with the character and kind of going back and forth on that. So that was a cool little Cool little tidbit. Anyways, they interacted with Kinos for a little bit before he eventually left the scene, and that was left with our characters and the wine cart, of which, after some discussion and different debates and stuff, and Mark and Millard both attempting to punch each other and both failing, hilariously. It was quite glorious. They got everything together and proceeded back towards Vallaki with the wine cart in tow. They made it all the way back to the portion of where that young gentleman that was scared by the tree was, but they could not see him. They could not find any trace of them. Upon closer inspection, there was a seemingly large amount of blood near the tree, but that is about as far as that investigation went. And then they proceeded onward and found themselves back into the more trail section of the path. So they got out of the swamp territory and is back into what seems like an actual road. And as they traverse down this road, they run into a body that's kind of just slumped over in the middle of the road. And they approach it, and Zyle is the one who approaches it first and picks it up to investigate it. And the person is still alive, but has been badly wounded and near about beaten to death. And it is a familiar face to some of the party, though not all, because not all got to meet him. But for most of the party, this is a character known as Tanner, who they got to briefly meet outside the tavern in Vallaki for one episode, which is played by the player known as Stormer, who was the DM for the Elberth one-shot. And that is where we ended last week, upon them not only finding the body, but realizing who it was. And that's where we picked off last episode, but more importantly, where we pick up this episode. So, it's still raining, and pretty heavily at that. And you guys have found at least an acquaintance, maybe you don't want to call him a friend, but someone you know that is near about beaten to death on the road. What do you do?
Do we really want to take in some random guy?
No.
Alright. Nadar goes back to the cart and seems to start trying to just pull it by himself if he has to.
For fairness to the rest of the party, Nadar and Mark are the two that don't know who that is.
Right. I run up to him and check if he's alive.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
That's something I didn't pull up.
I mean, Zal knows the answer, but he hasn't, I guess, said anything to the rest of you
I was
yet.
gonna say, this is a little difficult without Richard.
Right.
Hold on.
Well, if she had asked what Zal says, I might have, like, yeah, sure, he's fine. But we're here now.
Yep.
Let's
I
just
just
see
don't remember. I wasn't here.
Oh, he's fine.
I forgot that he was there and I already checked.
But only he checked. He didn't say it to anybody else.
15.
15? Okay. You check it and notice the same thing that Zal did, that it's almost hard to recognize him at first because he's been roughed up pretty good. But the telltale sign is a mark on his arm that is similar to Zal's, of which you guys took note of the last time that you met him. But he does have a pulse. He is breathing, although you can barely hear it over the rain, but it's more like a wheezing because he's struggling to breathe. But Zal did, if I remember correctly, he did cast a form of healing on him as well.
Oh, okay.
I
Spare
think he
the
did.
dying, I think.
Yeah, spare the dying just to make sure that if
Right.
he does, it's nothing will kill him other than like actual damage.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna. I assume Zyle's probably gonna pick him up. Should we put him on the cart?
You know this guy?
Yeah, we met him a day or so ago.
Oh, okay. A day ago.
Well, you were resting in the inn.
Right.
That was a good sleep.
He kind of gave us some advice on people to look out for, people we might want to avoid. But I don't think we should put him on the cart. This thing's already heavy enough, even with Nadar pulling.
Okay, well.
Can I get some help? The Darcy just trying to move this thing on his own.
Nadar, I'm not going to move it until we figure out what we're going to do, even though it is raining, and I prefer not to be, well, anywhere here, really.
I'm gonna say Zyle will volunteer to carry him.
Okay,
Alright.
There.
I think that's fits.
that's probably good.
Yeah.
Either way, I think we should get out of here quickly. Not just because I hate this weather.
Really, you hate rain?
It's not my favourite type of weather.
Yeah, it's hard to blame you for that one. I don't really like the rain either.
This is why we're such good friends, Mark.
That's because your books get all wet. I like the rain. It's like my favorite.
Anyway, the sensible thing to do is get us all back to Vallaki, and then we can have this all figured out. He'll get better, I hope, if he survives. And he can tell us exactly what happened. And we can get this wine back and not get ourselves killed.
Yeah.
That's
You know-
probably the best plan.
I do like the not dying idea in this time. Because it means I get to drink the alcohol. All the wine. All the ale. He just, like, there's just drool now coming out of his mouth. He's trying to, like, move the cart.
You're not getting any.
Yes.
I think with Zyle holding him, I'm gonna say if he asks Elbreth if she can help with the cart.
Elbreth will attempt to help with the cart.
Fine by me. I don't need this. I pull my cloak around me tighter and kind of walk out front.
All right, so everybody is so I understand the plan. Continue forward. So Zyl's going to have Tanner in tow, and Nadar will be on the cart. Elbreth will be on the cart in terms of carrying.
Yep.
Millard is letting go, but scouting forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stay toward the back of the cart.
And I'll be in the middle beside adjacent the cart.
Okay. So you don't have to move your tokens. That way we don't have to do a train here
No, we're on the fun map.
of one at a time.
Well, if we move our tokens, we'll just be crossing the country and stuff.
Right,
I
right.
think.
Oh, I'm still on the other map.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm on the danger.
Yeah,
Oh.
me too.
Yeah.
I am now on Misty Road.
There you go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
So
go.
so now you can see what you need to see.
Oh, thunder.
But
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Thunder King.
so it's bad weather. It's pouring down rain. It's thundering and lightning, and you guys are making your way to back towards Vallaki on this perilous road that you've already gone through one time. And on you go. and it's a little bit of a journey like last time. So, give you guys a brief second to commute to like discuss things while in tow.
Is that a hill to the right?
When you say to the right,
To my right.
So the north?
yes, yeah.
I hate hills.
Miller's just gonna be in I hate mood all night, isn't he?
I hate this world.
All night long.
I hate roads.
Okay.
No, roads are good. Roads are cool.
Roads are cool, especially after what happened last time Nadar left the woods. Back to
Okay.
Vallaki, I guess.
Yeah.
Trek back with the wine. I don't like that smile.
We're going in opposite directions.
Yep.
Myself to the back of the group
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
because I said I was gonna be behind the cart.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just letting you guys talk for a little bit before.
You know,
Mark, do you have any spells to stop this rain? Or at least give us some sort of shelter?
No, I don't think so.
You can shove a person across 5 feet of ground, but you can't conjure anything to keep our heads dry.
Yeah,
Correct.
fortunately not.
Why did you even go to wizard school?
Nadar tosses the bedpost to Miller real quick. Use this.
I will let it hit me in the head.
What?
If you're not gonna use it, can you toss it back?
I don't think this is going to keep me dry. And I toss it back.
And he puts it back in.
Athletics check
Blah, blah.
for Nadar.
I rolled a 19.
Oh,
Spot on. Right.
I rolled a 10.
really, really wet. Slips through your hand, smokes you in the face.
Nadar, can you stop letting go of the wagon? This is really heavy.
I need my bedpost.
Poor
Just
Elber.
because I'm tall doesn't mean I'm strong.
You look pretty strong to me.
Thank you.
Not as strong as a dwarf, of course, but...
Of course.
For a not dwarf, he thinks you're pretty great.
You, on the other hand, Miller, are not very strong.
I'll carry that cart all the way out of the woods in the dark.
And I was helping you.
Can't even get an umbrella.
You want an umbrella? Make one yourself, whatever that is.
It's a simple tool for keeping rain off your head. Piece of cloth. You know this if you went to school. So, what I've learned today is not even school helps you.
Why would I go to school if it's not useful? Like, all I need to do is know how to hit things. And that I already know how to do. Why do I need to go to school?
You know what, Nat? I think you're right. I don't think you ever needed to go to school.
I am
I withdraw
trying
my-
to keep watch like a hawk back here, by the way.
Uh,
Perception check.
I roll again.
Nope.
13.
Okay. You reach that point of the path where you look up, and since you're just now looking, you're not sure if it's been this way for a while or you just got back to the point, but you've noticed ravens in the trees, much like when you guys first start going down the roads.
What time of day is it about? I guess
Rain
you
time.
can't see
Yeah.
the sun.
Right.
It's time for rain.
Here comes the.
I would say it's about probably 18 o'clock or 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it feels like.
18 o'clock.
I like 18 o'clock.
1800 hours.
Yeah, I know what he meant. I got
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell time in a rainstorm, but you can't get us an umbrella.
In fantasy time, 18 o'clock is actually the correct way.
Really?
No, I don't know. To say,
Really?
Really?
I've been
they're
making
saying
this
it's
up the whole
1800. I'm like,
time.
well, I don't know. Not in fantasy time. They're talking about like
Yeah, it's
18
fantasy
o'clock.
time, still 24 hours.
It's
No.
it's Barovia. They're just say 18 o'clock here.
It's 18 out of.
Mark,
79.
Mark obviously knowing like classic Barovian and
No.
classic grammar rules because he went to school.
It's 18 out of 20.
I thought it was 18 out of 79.
It's
but
my idea.
I could be wrong.
One of the two.
Y'all are weird.
All right.
I didn't go
Yeah.
to school either.
Yeah, schools for nerds.
I look at Mark pensively.
Whatever.
I didn't
Whatever.
say.
I'm just speaking my mind here.
Okay.
Don't.
Don't
worried
what?
about this. Worried about this wine. I was just thinking about when I saw that guy before. I just remembered that everyone was forcing them to throw a party, and
Are you saying we drink the wine before we get to town?
Like to live, Nadar.
Right, so we gotta get there.
Correct.
I forget, was it Idris that was taking over? Matt?
Yeah, it was Idris.
It was Idris.
Bye.
It was.
Who? Oh, no, that was the character that SJ played, who was taken over.
No. After from drinking, she was taken over by charm or something like that, but by
Yeah.
drinking and then partaking in the party.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that was Idris.
Idris. Yep.
It was very unsettling. Idris actually drank some of that, and he was not himself for a while. And
I mean, do we even really care? It's the festival. Like, we're not gonna have to drink. We're not gonna have to be a part of it. All we gotta do is deliver the goods, get paid, maybe, and not die. What's so complicated about that?
this place is making me paranoid about everything. Like, if he's gonna come and take over the entire city. I don't know. The city already has enough problems, I suppose.
Who do you think might come and take over this city?
Canos. Do we-
I
we're
thought
just
the
talking to-
seven. I thought the seven can't enter the city.
Yeah, they.
Maybe they're gonna take
Could-
over via line.
What do you
Let's-
mean?
Is that me? Or is
Every-
everybody?
Did we all
Everybody.
hear that?
Everybody.
What? Can we go faster? I don't.
Let's
like that.
not mention
Maybe don't.
the
Yeah.
names of those people.
Can we go faster? I don't want to
Fast.
hear those things. Don't even know what they are. And I don't like them.
Okay.
You know,
And
let's
Nadar
just
proceeds to start trying to move faster, even though he's pushing the cart.
Who's in
Let
the?
me help.
Is Ayla the one in the back? Right.
Ayla is in the back.
Perception check.
it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
17. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster?
Ayla and only Ayla, just due to her positioning of furthest in the back, because like it is heavy rain, so it's enough to kind of distort sound for some of you guys to where you don't hear clearly. But you being in the back, hear howling coming from where you guys just came from, and it sounds like more than one
Did you say approaching?
in the direction from where you came from. Approaching, you don't know, but it's from where you guys just came from.
So approaching would be going this way.
Alright.
Or the other way.
I'm gonna help you.
I will allow telekinetic
We
shoves.
should probably pick up our pace. It sounds like wolves may be coming our way.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Right, and then we're gonna run smack dab into something else that's way worse because we can't see through the rain.
Very loud rain.
Let's. You say there's wolves coming?
That's what I said.
Maybe we could.
Would I be able to use one of my charges of the Ring of the Ram to basically allow myself to push the cart faster and harder, like a ram, almost turning Nadar into the ram itself,
Like a goat.
Yeah, a goat. No, a ram. Yeah. Because I'm asking because it says I can expend one charge to use an action to try and brake, but I don't want to break the cart. I want to move faster. Even
Acrobatics check.
Oh jeez. I don't like my acrobatics.
If you get us killed
7.
by breaking all the wine.
So you go to use it, and it works exactly the way you wanted it to, and you feel this like big burst if you're about to go real forward, but it's really wet, and you don't have a good grip on that cart, and your hand slips off, and you do a Family Guy fall from here to here, no in between, just straight down into the mud.
Well, that's the opposite of what we wanted, Nadar. That's not faster, and it's not steady.
That's not what I wanted either. I'm gonna. Nadar will proceed to then get back into his position and just push. Okay, can we get maybe people behind pushing?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be Ayla and I guess Mark would go behind.
Yeah, I start pushing, but I'm still more focused on everything around me.
Sure. Yeah. And keeping that perception check as high as you had, the howls are getting louder. Not to a immediate concern danger, but it is getting louder, which is an indication of getting closer.
Right. Is there a reason the rain is so loud?
Because it's thick.
It's very thick rain.
I keep turning it down on my thing, and I'm like, I can only turn it down.
I just have the tab muted because it does that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. If you turn down the volume, and then when the section restarts, the audio resets.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
ambient,
so not this way.
the ambient sound for me, it's keeps staying low. But anyway.
Yeah.
If you go to global control volumes, it's
Okay.
Probably
I got it.
yep.
Alright.
Yep. That's probably where you want to look for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start going, and you're gonna hate this. You notice that the rain is getting even harder and even louder.
Let's move.
Yep.
That's
And
right.
like, it's starting to rain so hard that it's like, borderline difficult to see much further than 15 to 20 feet in
I
front
only
of you.
have 14 hit points. I am not going into combat, even with rage.
Tell that to the combat.
We're gonna talk it out. Undertale style.
I will become a werewolf if it
Listen-
means I survive, though.
Listen, Mr. Wolf, I have a bone. Would you like a bone?
No,
Please,
I have a
please.
bedpost.
critical pet.
Bedpost.
Critical pet.
And you guys are moving. And suddenly, Miller's going to get here first. You get to this point where you see something that looks very strange from far off because you have this torrential downpour on top of you, and suddenly you see what's like a bright kind of almost sunlight on the other side.
I sprint towards it, breaking away from everybody else.
He's so far ahead, I don't even notice him break away.
Yeah, I mean, like they
Right.
probably can't see me. Anyway,
And you go, and when you take a step out of the forest, because remember the path eventually like tightens up into the forest, so you guys have reached to the point where the road is back to a giant open path. The second you take a step, it's like there's a wall right there where the rain stops. And you take a step out, and it's no longer raining. Not only that, it's other than where rain has been splashing in the near vicinity, the ground all around and forward is perfectly dry. It looks like there's not been any rain whatsoever. And it is borderline clear weather that you have not seen at all since being in Barovia. It's still cloudy, so it's not just crystal clear skies, but you can actually see the sun. Getting ready to set.
It would be a mostly cloudy. rather than
Finally.
a cloud.
some sort of blessing in this cursed land.
Okay.
I turn around to like kind of take a look back at the woods.
Wall of rain.
I've done that
I draw my
before.
sword and I like poke it through.
Yep.
Watch as the water touches it.
You went back to the forest,
No, I'm just standing in front of it.
He's standing at the wall. Yeah,
but
just
before you had ran when you exited.
yeah.
right?
He's just saying he gets close enough to do that. Yeah.
Out. Well, that's odd. I don't know what to think. It could be good, could be bad. It's probably bad. Most things are in here, I suppose. Oh, it's nice out here, so I think we'll just wait for everyone else.
Uh-oh.
They probably can't hear me talking to myself, so
Nope.
this is pretty great. I'm actually gonna. Is there anything whereby that looks like a good spot to like sit and wait, like rocks or anything?
Yeah, there's a few rocks and trees in places, but like it's mostly an open plain that like because you can see the wall of Vallaki in the distance because of how clear it is. But there's a few like boulders and stuff you could sit at in random places.
I'm gonna. Yeah, check my bag.
Because it is mountainous terrain, so there's
I want to
certainly
make sure I have this. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna open my water skin and like put it in to like grab some water from the falling rain. Almost waterfall effect.
Yep. There,
Just fill that up.
you fill it up.
I'm gonna look in it, like, kind of looking at it pretty small. Does the water look like different at all?
Investigation check.
6.
That looks like water.
It's probably evil.
That's a nice puddle.
That's a nice wine.
To be fair, most water he thinks is evil.
I believe that.
From my point of view, the water is evil.
Water is evil.
Water is evil from a certain point of
Point
view.
of view.
Exactly.
So what I told you was true
From
About
a certain
the
point of
water.
view.
about the water.
So how far are we behind?
I'm gonna
Vallaki?
dump the water out. So I have an empty water skin.
Okay. At this point, the cart does catch up. So in sequence, Zyle would be at the front. So he would step out and notice the complete shift of weather and the wall of rain that doesn't seem to go away. And then eventually the cart catches up. So that would be Elberth Nadar coming out first. So Elberth and Nadar, you guys notice the complete shift of weather.
I'll be right back. I've been told I have to go downstairs or something.
Okay, no problem. It happens. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, Elberth.
This is weird.
Yeah, I know. Like my water skin is empty.
Did the cart stop when they walked through?
Elberth, did you pause?
Probably like a second, and then kept going.
Okay. I just want to know if you like left us in the rain. Thank you.
Very weird.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
go
make-
back and fill up my water skin again.
Can I make some sort of check to figure out, like, maybe if there's a cloud that's causing it to rain and it's not leaving or
Like
something?
to look up at the sky.
Yeah.
Nature check.
Alright.
And then we'll say the rest of the cart is out now. So Ayla, you
Okay.
hit the
So
wall
I'm
as
not
well.
getting wet anymore.
Right.
Cool.
Oh,
This
that
music
should
is like incredibly peaceful.
that should be with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're giving me advantage, in which case it's a normal roll.
No, it's really difficult to look up at the sky.
Now I have that song from Quest for Camelot and stuck in my head.
Okay, 12.
Look up to the sky
12.
and see.
Look
That's
up.
Not it.
You see like a clear line where the forest starts, where the wall of rain is. Looking up, that is where the clouds, like that are any form of dark clouds, kind of stop, and you have nothing but clear clouds from that point, or the white fluffy, poofy clouds. Where it's very strange because you, again, much like Millard, you haven't noticed this nice of weather since you've been here. But that is the clear division, is just where that line starts. So best you can tell, it's like there's a line of weather, but what's causing it? No idea.
Okay.
Well, should be smooth sailing from here.
I guess so.
I guess we don't need an umbrella now, Mark.
Fair enough. Okay.
You think
Ayla-
those wolves will still come after us, Ada?
Do I still hear them?
You don't hear them.
I mean, I can hear them, but
I said you don't hear them anymore.
well,
Do you
I
look
don't
through the
hear
rain?
them, but I step into the rain. Can I hear them?
How far do you step into the rain?
I literally take a step into the rain.
Your whole body or just your head?
My whole body. I said a step.
Yep, she took a
Oh
step.
no, he's gonna make the wolves attack us now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
make an
Make 3 death saving throws.
I'm gonna say
Rolled a 6.
it's gonna be a weird. I'm gonna say athletics check.
It's like heavy rain.
9.
Hmm. Okay. You take a step in and have a very short time to look up and see a large pack of direwolves right there.
Joy.
And like to the point to where you're not sure what the count is of how
Okay.
many there are. And in the middle of it, you do see a hooded figure that seems familiar, and he just kind of looks at you and does a little tilted head and smile. And you see Samael standing there in the center.
Wait, is it the hooded figure and Samael?
The hooded figure is Samael.
Oh, okay. I take a step back out.
Does anyone else see the pack of wolves?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to make a guess and say they're not going to follow us unless we walk back in there. But I suggest that we go as fast as humanly, elfly, dwarfly, whatever else is in the party.
Similarly.
SMR.
We dwarves are naturally great.
As fast as possible.
We dwarves aren't sprinters. We go much better over distance.
Just start walking. Get the cart.
Oh, what? I don't know what happened. I just wanted to make a Lord of the Rings quote.
Okay, so to recap, just for both Lava and then Richard now joining. So
Here.
the group has made their way back towards the direction of Vallaki. It has been pouring rain. When they got to the exit of the forest, there was literally a wall where the rain was, and it met the outside, and it's like the rain just stopped outside, but kept going in the forest, but stopped once you passed through it. Not only to the point of where it's not going, but to where outside of the splash zone, it looks completely dry, as if outside of the forest it has not been raining at all.
It's a bad sign.
And it's also,
Yeah.
the sky is not completely cloudy. It's actually open enough, and you can see the sun.
It is mostly cloudy.
You
It's
can
a
actually
bad sign.
you can
I
see
think.
the sun setting. It's roughly now it's going to be close to 18:30, which is 6:30 p.m.
And we know that Mark doesn't know how to make an umbrella.
Yes.
Important.
Nadar's even better at it because he just has a bedpost and said, "Here, use this."
And Ayla, who the perception check while you guys were exiting the path, noticed some howling in the distance. Decided to poke her head back in through the wall of rain. And when she did, saw a plethora of direwolves standing right there. So not even far away from it. And in the center of all of them, Samael. And then she pulled her head back out and then relayed the information to you guys that let's go.
Yeah. I didn't say that there were wolves, and I didn't say that the other two of the seven were there. I just said we need to move now.
One of the 7.
One of them.
Two. Oh, well.
She
there's
also
a-
didn't say there were 2 of the 7.
Right.
I
did
didn't
not say
say anything.
You didn't mention the 7 at
What I
all.
saw.
Because that's the bad thing that we don't do.
It's accurate.
We don't talk
None
about
of the
seven.
things you described were good.
Nope.
By the
Well,
way.
your
But
character,
there's the sun! Which
son,
is obviously...
Touche.
praise
a
the
bad sign.
sun.
And this like spa music, so
And Zio is carrying Tanner.
Roger.
it's like here's all the stuff, and oh by the way, you're carrying a person.
By the way.
Yeah. Well, they talked
didn't
about
wanna do
they
it.
talked about leaving him, so I was like, I think Zal's going to pick him up.
Didn't
yes,
want to
he
do
would
it.
have.
Yeah. Well, you guys are. Do you immediately start going towards the city?
I think that's the
Well,
plan.
Please.
okay.
Okay.
What? I can see the sun.
And
Is that just me?
one thing I can add is
Nope,
I
it's
have
there. Keep pulling.
whatever. Get out.
Okay.
Nadar will just keep pulling, even though he's super confused about actually seeing the sun for the first time in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Like the first time in a week.
It was also the first time since we got first taken by the fog. If that's what actually took us, I don't know.
Right.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's the first time you guys have seen sunlight in quite a minute. And you guys make your way. You get all the way back down to the gate. The guards, you see them kind of like talking back and forth to each other as they do open the gate. And you see one of them throw another one a sack of money. He just catches it.
You really thought we were gonna die that easily, Nadar says as he keeps pushing the cart.
And you make it through. And standing there, actually talking to another guard, his hands behind his back, turns the Baron to look at all of you.
Hi, Mr. Scare. Hi, we brought it. This is the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. Appears I owe Luthrian a bit of money. Nothing personal. I just didn't put a lot of stock in your success. No matter. You did succeed in the task at hand and brought the cart back to us. Did it have any survivors?
No.
Just one bloke. He's driven half mad though.
No. I think he died.
He also refused to come with us to get the cart itself because he had run away. And then when we passed by again, he wasn't there. So,
Good
I
riddance.
don't know if there was a survivor.
Good riddance. We have no use for cowards here in Vallaki. I suppose a small amount of thanks are in order for bringing it back. This will assist with the massive supply we will need for tomorrow's festival.
Instead of pay, would it cost money to get into this festival?
No.
Okay. Where do you want me to stop moving this?
Bring it back to the center of town near the cathedral.
Okay.
I believe you have all met Father Lucian. That is the general vicinity of where we will make camp with that cart.
Nadar will proceed to move the cart there.
So we're like soaking wet, right?
Yes.
Okay. We should get. We should go somewhere to dry off after getting this cart back.
Probably a
Please.
wise assessment. You smell terrible. Smell like you've been
I smell
wandering around in a
Beautiful.
swamp.
We did wander into a swamp. That's where the cart was.
Ah. Oh, that would explain the smell.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna move this thing.
You do that.
Elbereth.
Yes.
Well, I'll take the cart with Nadar. And I kind of
Oh,
whisper,
thank
I can't be around this git. Yeah. Drove me mad.
That's probably best.
Yeah.
Do
You
you say
and,
that where Zyle could hear you?
No. It's
Okay.
just like,
Because he would want to join you in that case.
yeah. you and Zoya and Ada figure out things here. Let us know if anything interesting happens.
Well, and although this does at least set things right for the moment, do not think I don't have my eye on all of you. I'll be
I
watching.
give him like a kind of a flourish curtsy. Very ungenuine, but like hopefully convincing enough.
And for what it's worth, do enjoy the festival tomorrow. We spared no expense, as per usual. It will be quite the event, I assure you.
Oh, before I forget, in case everything goes to be big, scary bad, because I heard some rumors saying something like that might, doesn't mean it will, happen. Are we allowed to have our weapons to, just as self-protection?
I assure you, there is nothing that will take place here in this Fortress of Solitude, nor has it in years. Aside from
Let's
the
go on the
very-
dot. Let's
When-
get a move on. Get this wine where it needs to go.
But just in case, I'm gonna bring my axes.
No, he's not gonna take his stuff. Let's
Okay.
get a move on.
That's all.
Do our job.
Nadar goes back to trotting along with the cart.
On now, all of you. I have things to prepare for the festival.
Right.
It's not easy getting everything done yourself. Yeah. What are the
You
rest
said
of you?
he's leaving?
He's telling you to leave.
Oh, okay. I bow and start walking toward the inn tavern.
Okay, well right now I guess it depends on what you want to do. He instructed you guys to take the wagon to the cathedral.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
we
I
got
thought they were
we
it
took
sounded
it.
like
We're
they
taking
already
it.
started to take it.
Millard and Nadar, I think, were taking it.
I got that. My question is, are you going to make sure they get that done, or are you actually going to trust them and just go to the tavern?
Well, now when you put it like that,
Ayla's gonna go to the tavern.
Because I was like, as a
Yeah,
DM, I was
good
like,
point.
You
your
think you won't do
idea
anything for free
is
alcohol.
your idea, just so I understand, is to let Millard and Nadar go by themselves.
okay, I'm following them. I'll follow them.
I'm
Okay.
responsible.
Nadar can be
I
responsible.
think
I'll
they
follow
want-
them.
I assume that at least Millard wants to keep his life.
There's,
So
There's
but
free alcohol.
everyone
Yeah.
else can do what they want, but Ayla's going to the tavern.
Since they they left like a little bit before, so I'll just like trail
No,
so
you
they
do.
can still feel like they're being responsible on their own.
Sure. Now, just to revisit the geography so you understand, you do have to pass the cathedral to get to the tavern.
Okay.
Because you guys are coming from the west. So the
They're
tavern...
not carrying a cart, so they could probably pass us before they got there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just if they want to stay with us or if they
Correct.
want to go on to the tavern is the real
Correct.
question.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll follow.
So that would put Ayla, Zyle, and Elbreth have the ability to probably pass Millard and Nadar if they're going to walk towards the tavern.
Okay.
Zyle's going to go to the cathedral as well with Tanner.
Ah.
Oh yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Just slightly dying, other than spare the dying. But
He's the worst.
okay.
I talked to him for like 2 seconds.
So then it's just Mark and Ayla to the tavern.
I'm following the beer, the wine.
Okay.
So
So
I think
yeah.
just Ayla's going to the tavern.
Which I'm going to, I mean, you tell me. I'm going to assume you're just going to walk with Zyle up until the point where the cathedral is and then split off.
Yep.
Yep. guys walk for a while because it's not a short distance. It's a large city, and you make your way back all the way to the cathedral area. And I'll go ahead and put you guys on that scene just so you can see it. And I have all your tokens there just so you can see it. Because if you're...
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like this.
There's a
Never
water
seen
fountain this whole
before.
time.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen.
This
so everybody
place
can
is
see it.
evil.
From a certain
So-
point of view.
Not having really been here during the day and much less in like actual forms of sunlight, you guys are kind of taking in the beauty of the cathedral that you've been to previously. But again, it was nighttime, and even when it wasn't like fully night, it was not the greatest of visuals. So you're getting to kind of really see its
Is
allure.
there a good amount of people around besides us?
Yes. The town itself is, although it's winding down, there's enough people kind of like in the middle of the day that just walking in and about. Especially, it seems to be like a lot of vendors getting ready for the festival and preparing different things.
So we drop off the cart.
Mhm.
Is there like a pretty clear spot where it goes?
Yeah, there's a spot over by the building that's directly in front of it that has like a little, it's almost like a U shape that has a little corridor in it that you see a man with, "Hey, over here."
Let's that way. Let's go.
Nidar follows the directions.
Bring it back, boys.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Keeps
Right. Our work's done.
Appreciate what you
let's
boys
go
did.
find some food.
Hey, wait.
Nope, it's your problem now, mate.
He grabs 2 bottles and holds it out, both of you. You sure about that?
Nidar takes both of them.
Maybe it's our problem now too, Nada.
It's not. You said you were going. It's my problem.
Okay.
I swipe one from.
Yep.
Nidar has both in his hands, though.
I know. I'm grabbing one. It's our problem. I helped bring that cart.
It's
30% of the way here.
So it's quick enough. I think it's just funny.
Yeah.
Hands both. The dog grabs them. Miller, give me that. takes
well.
takes one of them.
Nidar pops the cork.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, downs it.
Did you just have an actual cork just laying around?
That
Yeah.
sound effect was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I think I need to add stuff to my soundboard so I can do stuff like that.
No, it's just a real cork
It's an
bottle.
actual
The real
cork.
Yeah,
I know.
the real deal. I've
Jeez.
been sitting here thinking Nadar is being very well mannered, and it all makes sense now.
Yep.
He knows what was promised him.
Yeah.
All right. So the card has been delivered, and you guys may roam about the cabin now.
Well, did you just want to give us the alcohol?
Nadar, no drinking.
We're not drinking, Mark. We're looking for an umbrella.
You want me to help unload the barrels?
I mean,
No.
if you're offering.
You
Then
don't
I'll
want.
proceed to help unload the barrels.
It's alright. Remember, Nadar, you get to drink the rest tomorrow, not right now.
I know, but I hope it's free. It
Don't
better
worry.
be free.
Don't worry. That's what we got the no stick for.
The no stick.
The no stick.
No, don't hit me with the no stick. You do not
Sticky's
want to see me
lesser known
angry.
brother.
It's all good. You don't drink the wine, you don't get hit with the no stick.
I won't drink the wine. If
Isn't that right, Fred?
Don't sit.
See a guy just like putting his head down. Just like,
You know what? It's not my turn. I'm not gonna deal with it. Have a good day, mate. Thanks for the wine.
have a good
I'm
night.
gonna go
Sure.
sit by the fountain.
So, Zyle, I'll go ahead and shift over to you because you have Tanner in tow. So, you want to take him inside the cathedral?
Yeah, he's gonna, before he steps inside, because he knows Ayla's going to the tavern, he's just gonna turn and do a snarky little bow to her. Like she gave the Baron.
I'm gonna go, and just go to the tavern.
Okay. So
And
you
then
take
he's gonna go inside.
each side, and there's Lucian, kind of like, obviously there's a bunch of people moving around. That it seems like the church is involved with the festival too, and there seems to be some things that are very family oriented and family friendly, like a face painting station and a variety of things that they're getting ready for the following evening and moving around.
Ribbons.
He's
flowers.
directing and getting stuff. He turns on. Oh, what now?
I know, it seems like I'm carrying a half-dead person every time I come in the door.
How many dead people are you going to bring in here? Is this one dead?
Well, he's
he smells.
technically alive, so...
He smells dead.
Fair point, I concede that one.
How can I tell the difference between that and you?
Also a fair point that I will concede.
Do you have a voice that follows you around?
Yes.
I'm not going to talk back to it because I don't want it to talk to me. All right, fine. Put him in the back bedroom on the left, please. I have. Is he stable?
He's stable.
Okay.
He's just been thrashed pretty good.
Okay. It's fine. We're gonna get everything. We'll have everything done. I will get rid of the decorations done for the evening. I'll get everyone sent home. We'll have everything ready for the morning. I have a biscuit waiting for me later. It'll be great. And I will heal your friend.
His fist.
Honestly, I just like coming to the cathedral to watch you play Lucian.
Let's make biscuits.
Fair.
Let's
Okay.
make biscuits.
Okay. So
the whole time.
it's like, all right, just there, and I will deal with it later. And then he walks off to go finish directing.
He will take him to the location he told him to.
Sure. There's a nice room that seems like it's exactly meant for what you're doing, so you can lay Tanner down. And once you have him settled, do you stay in the cathedral or do you leave?
I know I did a spare the dying, so he's stable. Is he at 0 HP or
Is that one?
at 1? Ah, dang. Okay. I will go ahead and give him a cure wounds.
Sure.
If he was at 0, it would be a max dice roll.
Ah,
Darn it. So he gets 10 HP out of that. Just to make double sure.
okay. You do see like a vibrant light, and some of the wounds don't heal as fast as they would normally, which you can catch as a little strange to where, well, less of strange and more of just like, man, somebody intentionally did a number on this guy. Where it's like there's almost like preventatives of healing taking effect as quickly as they would normally take.
That's terrifying. He will, but it does take effect though, just not.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
He'll be satisfied with that and just say, "Stay strong and fight, friend. I'll check up on you when I can." And he'll head back out. And if he sees Lucian, he'll make a point to thank him again.
Lucian, although he does see him, is just like so occupied and like stressed to high heaven, just trying to get. He just keeps on doing his thing.
Of any other character than Zyle would absolutely prank this man. Zyle wouldn't do that.
I guess Ayla.
Shame.
Right. So he will head back out to the square then.
Head back out, and kind of caught off guard again, just because of the lack of sunlight you all have seen in your time in Barovia. Not only that, but just a truly pretty sight.
Is all the wine put away?
I'd say by now, yeah. I think between the crew they had and Nadar helping, most of it's put away.
All right. Let's go back to the tavern to clean off.
You didn't have to stay here. You could have gone. They had the no stick.
I'm gonna take a handful of water out of the fountain and just splash it on my face.
Yep.
That's a lot of hard work there, Nadar. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm working my way back to the tavern.
History check, Millard.
Nadar would totally meep if they use the no-no stick on him.
15.
15. When you splash the water on your face, it's brief, but you have like what seems like a out-of-body experience, vision or dream. You don't really know what to make of it. It feels like a memory, but you don't remember distinctly having this memory of
Like a deja vu type.
like a deja vu, being at a different well, not a fountain, but more of like a well, and splashing water in your face, trying to cool yourself off because you felt incredibly hot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how everyone else is feeling, but I'm exhausted. I say we find some food and figure out what we're gonna do about making sure the Baron doesn't do anything to us. Thoughts? Concerns? Questions?
No one gets the no stick. And I have no questions.
Who is still there?
Thought we all were.
Everyone except Ayla. Ayla went right
Right.
to the tavern.
Right.
I left.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that is an excellent idea.
All right.
As he kind of takes in all the grime and blood and whatever else is all over him.
Also, let's find a cool place to sit down, somewhere with some shade. It's blazing hot today. And then I'm gonna
Is
start walking towards the tavern.
Is it actually hot?
It's not by any means temperature you would refer to as blazing hot. It's not like freezing cold. It's that like comfortable fall weather, I'd say. So I would never refer to it as hot. Most people wouldn't, I would say.
So that 2 weeks we get in November. Gotcha.
Yeah. for us, yes. Very small window.
That's funny. Yeah, when you were saying that, I was like, wait, you mean fall as in your fall? Or my fall? Or the Canadians' fall? Like, whose fall are we talking about?
Yeah.
Our fall weather.
Sounds like you're talking like my spring.
Yep. So for us,
Usually
it's
gets
like
20 Celsius-ish.
I don't speak
Canadian
Celsius.
spring.
We
Guys,
don't know what that
Canadian,
means.
it's Canadian spring.
I know, I'm trying to think the conversion.
Very
Set
different
in
from
Canadian
Irish
units.
spring.
I think that's like 50
Doesn't
or
help you stay
60?
clean.
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
68.
Yeah.
68.
Yeah, like high
Yeah.
50s, low 60s, sunny weather.
Okay.
Point taken.
Mhm.
This is what happens when you have people from Canada
Right.
and Americana.
Canada, yes.
Canada.
All right, so
I also said Americana.
your group goes to the towards the tavern. Ayla is there first.
Yep.
Mhm.
So Ayla,
So she
you
gets a food bonus.
you arrive at the tavern, and inside is Ismark and Arena. We're still there.
They're
And-
still there.
Still there.
They just live there now.
And you
I'm
see
excited.
you see like an irritated Aranda's holding her arms like this, and Ismark. It's here.
So business
I
as
go
usual with
over.
him.
You're still here.
Yes. It's much to my sister's chagrin. We were getting ready to head off, and I didn't feel right without getting to properly kind of say goodbye to all of you, as I don't know the next time we'll see you, and we were kind of occupied when you left, so it felt kind of wrong. So we may say, and we kind of want to see the festival. We don't really get to see the festivals a whole lot, so we're going to stay tomorrow, see it, and then we'll be on our way.
Well, that's very nice of you to have faith in us that we could actually go and come back.
Oh, sure, I had no doubt. And he just kind of, at that point, like, picks up a bag of money and shakes it. Isn't that right, Irina? Looks at Irina, and she just still the arms crossed, just kind of looking.
Thanks, Arena. I appreciate it.
Nah.
I think this is a reminder. This is the first time they've heard me without my accent.
Is it?
I believe so.
Didn't you not have the accent when you were talking to the Baron?
They were not there.
Oh, the two of them, right. Derp.
Because they are peasants.
I don't know why. I feel like when we had the tavern discussion, it was already off. Maybe not. I'll roll with it. I don't mean to pry. Miss did your dialect break in between your quest and now? You sound different.
Yes. So, long story short, at some point in my life, I had to actually go through some strict training, which when we originally met, that was my original accent, but the training had taken away that accent. And then when I left my home, I didn't want to be noticed with a proper accent, so I took on my old accent again, and thankfully I had it for a very long time. But then, you see, I met the Baron here, and I thought it best, since I seemed to be the only one in my group to have some form of etiquette training, to bring back a more proper sounding tone, and I just don't want to go through the trouble of mentally thinking about switching back. So here we are.
I see. Well then, that explains that, I suppose. Take a little getting used to. A little odd. Have to learn to understand consonants and vowels, but nothing we can't handle, I suppose. But you must be tired from your journey, so would you like a drink? To sit down,
I would love
relax?
a drink and to sit down.
Okay. I'll be. Is the rest of the party coming? Yes.
They were dropping off the wine that we were sent to fetch for the Baron, and then I assume they will probably be right behind me once they are done with that.
Did anyone monitor Nadar while wine was being unloaded?
Considering his life was on the line, he did all right.
Okay, good.
But yes, there were others with him.
All right. Well, your rooms are still intact. I will go let the barkeep know. Drinks are on me tonight, so don't get
Thank you.
too plastered. Festivals tomorrow. We want to have a good time. Yes, so don't be.
Right.
Wait for the festival. Then do as you will.
Right. I will just have
Tell
one
that
drink
to
and then I
Nadar.
will go upstairs and rest for the remainder of the day.
Good. Right. I will be back. And he walks off to the barkeep. Starts talking to him.
Irina, you really didn't think we would make it back?
Nope.
Was it that you didn't think any of us would make it back, or that just one of us wouldn't make it back?
Yep.
It wasn't a yes or no question. It was one or the other.
Oh, are you still talking? I'm sorry, I was not overly listening. I apologies. I am ready to go home.
Yes, I picked up on that the last time we spoke. I was very surprised that you were both still here, but it sounds like your brother has more or less promised that he wants to see the festival for one day and then be on his way.
Yes. Always with the glorious festivals of Vallaki. I personally care not for it, but he has wanted to see one for a long time now, so far from it from
It's
me
nice
to
that
take.
he gets to see it then, yes?
Yes. Far from it from me to try to take that away from him.
I mean, you don't have to go. You could just stay at the inn tavern.
I don't trust people, and he's going to be around people. Do you see the dilemma?
I do.
Pretty simple equation. I didn't think I delivered it too
Right. You don't
too
trust
difficult.
people, and your brother has to be around people, and I understand. Well, hopefully it won't be too bad tomorrow, and then he will keep his word and actually go home. Yes?
One would hope. If not, we're going to kick his ass.
I'm sure you will.
This would be round about the time that the party is going to start trickling in to the tavern.
Nadar will be one of the last ones because I think he was the furthest back when they started making his way over or making
Sure.
their way over.
Sure. So whoever feels like they would have been first.
I think that would be me. I guess, I should get. Do you know where maybe, we could eventually. I guess to the barkeep, I want to say this. Do you know where we could eventually bathe?
You are asking me when you have a room with a bath in it.
There's
Where
a bath in the room?
Yes.
I didn't notice that.
Perceptive one. Okay. Your room.
Alright,
So I kind
thanks.
of just watches as you walk off. Who would have been behind Mark? I
I
guess.
think I would have gotten in like a minute before anyone else.
Okay. You can do one more
I
thing.
guess I'll go to my room.
Okay. And Ismark does like wave at you on entry.
Hey, Ismark.
If Ayla didn't say, I don't know where she went. She might be doing it.
I was still sitting at the table with arena waiting for Ismark to come back with the drink.
It's more of lack of awareness as opposed to like eating. He's like, I don't know. She's probably doing cartwheels somewhere. I don't know, monk stuff. If she didn't tell you, drinks are on me tonight, and your room still should be in place. So just enjoy yourselves. Try to enjoy too much. Festivals tomorrow. Let's wait and have a good time tomorrow. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Get cleaned up. You smell horrible.
All right.
I think the best description there is like Nadar.
Who? I guess it would be Millard or Elberth probably next.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah, I assumed we were all together, but
I'll enter first.
Right.
Oi, Ayla, you gotta try some of this street food. This stuff's really good. Never had anything like it. Don't know what to compare it to. Oh, hey, Mark. What are you doing here?
I'm just going to go wash.
You seen Ayla?
She was in here. Yeah. Table over there.
Thanks, mate. And
drinks are on me. It's okay. I don't know if he's.
I throw like a muddy arm around him, like, you're an alright gent. And then I like slap him with my left hand, putting more mud on him. I really thought I had you wrong. You were really kind of an annoying fella at first, but I think you were alright. I hope you know that. And then I walk away towards the table.
This stain's going to smell for days. Ugh. All right, drinks are on me tonight. If you can still, he's walking away. He's not paying attention. Okay. I'll let Elberth can walk in now.
is this still light out? I forget if you said.
You're getting to that dusk territory, so kind of in between.
Is there a sunset?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna watch the sunset then. Actually, I'm gonna wait a bit.
So you can wait outside and actually see the sunset.
Yeah,
It's-
just wait by the fountain, I guess.
And it is beautiful.
What you looking at there, Elbereth?
The sunset, I was beginning to think that there was never sun here. Although it's slightly unsettling also.
Nadar looks at the sunset. Is it?
Yeah. Until I started my... never mind.
Oh, what?
I never saw the sun until I actually started traveling.
Oh, you stayed entirely underground?
Well, not entirely, but the days I did get guard duty were cloudy days. The other days I was working the forge a lot.
Huh.
Hence why my title is Magma Shield.
That sounds really sad.
You're telling me when you saw the most sun after what I've seen. I don't like talking about it. I really don't. Bedard then just proceeds to just stare at the sunset some more.
Okay. Zyle, I think you catch up by this point.
Zal's gonna do something a little bit uncharacteristic, and he's gonna go in and have a drink.
Gasp.
The gasp.
La gasp.
All right. So as soon as you walk in, Eastmark is just gonna kind of wave at you.
Hello, friend.
Hello, I am covered in mud on my back left shoulder, but
Well, we are one and the same.
Yes. Ayla and Millard are over here. Master Mark went to sleep or clean up, I think. I'm not sure which, or maybe read. He didn't
He's
say.
far and away the most practical one of all of us.
I have not seen Master Elberth or Master Nadar yet, though.
They're outside. They're here. They're safe and sound.
Oh, good. The whole group. Drinks are on me tonight, and the rooms are still here as usual.
You're a good man, Ismark. I don't normally have a drink, but I think I will.
It is yours. I will say the same I said to Ayla. The festival's tomorrow, so perhaps try not to drink too much tonight. Let's save the fun for tomorrow, yes?
He just kind of smirks at him.
Good man. All right.
So I guess he'll head up to the bar.
Okay. And then while he is at the bar, Elberth and Nadar, you get to watch the sunset. And once it sets, do you come inside?
Yes, go inside while it's still like twilight before it's completely dark, which is where scary time happens.
And Nadar will stay outside a minute or two longer before following.
Okay. Just gonna make me do this one by one. Elberth.
I it so far. It's been really fun.
For everything you put us through,
Yeah.
the least you
Elberth.
can do.
Elberth walks in. He's marked.
This is how we fight back.
Starts waving at Elberth.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening, tall lady, Master Elberth.
I hope you're doing well this evening, short man.
I'm. That was unnecessary. I'm doing okay. I have mud on my shoulder. It's not important. So some of the other group is here now. I guess Master Nadar is still outside, but the rest of you are here. Mark's in his room. Milladela and Zal are having drinks here. Drinks are on me tonight, so do not worry about that. And of course, your rooms are
You really are doing the whole thing.
still available. But try not to get too tonight. You know, festivals tomorrow. Let's have fun then, not tonight.
Whoa. Did you just tell Elbereth to not get too turnt?
Yes,
Okay, I want to make sure I heard that right.
I did.
Wow. That's the one thing I did not expect.
Yep.
That's the guy holding a lightsaber.
It's Barovian slang. Don't get too drunk.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you very much for all your hospitality, and I'll pat his other shoulder as I walk away. It was kind of muddy too. But more casually than how Millard was doing it, just like...
This is my favorite jacket.
Hey, buddy, you know how it is when those angels start drinking.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
He could pull like black goo out of people, but he doesn't have prestidigitation.
simple things, man. All right, Nadar.
He just walks by giving him a pat on the butt with a muddy hand. Just walks by and ignores anything he says.
I guess that tracks. All of you, pass the word along to Nadar, if you would. I don't think he's listening.
So either.
I'm not sure we should tell him.
Everybody unanimously is just no.
Whatever he's gonna do, he
Naomi,
needs to
eat
pay for
Drake.
it. He can just pay for it himself.
Oh, what?
What was that?
He said the
Nothing.
food's delicious here. He wanted to let everyone know.
Yeah, it's the best thing I've ever had, and I don't even know what it is.
Camel.
Did
Nadar,
you just
that-
say camel?
Mhm.
Caramel? I've had that before.
No,
It's not my
camel.
liking.
Caramel caramel. Wait,
It wasn't so
caramel camel.
crunchy. Oh, it's just bones. Oh, whatever. Nadar, we got a seat for you right here. We might as well come
Yeah.
over. I've had like 2 of these
I'm-
drinks already.
I'm gonna go get myself some first. Nadar goes like, 3 ales, please.
What?
He downs one at the bar, puts it back down, and takes the other 2 back to the table.
Oh, it is this fellow again. Okay, go ahead and get out the other keg. Probably going to need it. You put a lot of liquid
Oh.
down for a small little fella.
As Nadar gets back to the table.
So what next? Are we gonna stay for the party?
I think the first thing we should do. And I'll take a quick look around. We all agree that the Baron Mayor fella is a right old gate. I say we put someone else in charge. Right?
But,
As you were saying this, you just suddenly, without warning and sneaky even for you, just feel something like thump, and wrap around your leg. Specifically Millard. And you look down, just a little girl. Hi, Mr. Millard.
Yes.
Oh, hey, yo.
I got a bow. Ayla gave it to me.
Oh, ain't that pretty?
That's what I said.
You know what this stuff is? Because it tastes real good.
Well, that's the camel.
I'm honestly
Roll it out.
surprised that there are camels in Barovia.
Why would there
Oh,
not
they
be?
are now.
Are you talking about me or the food?
Nadar asks that little kid.
You're not a camel. I think.
Are you sure?
No.
He certainly has a hump on his back.
He
That's all the stuff. His bag looks like a...
said hump.
Wow, you're mature.
He.
I look at Zyle. We'll finish this later, but and then I point to everybody. We all agree. I guys got to go,
I just shake my head.
and then I make that motion.
He's giving us drinks and a fun time tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know.
Right. But after that, Nadar,
And little
We've
Bree.
told you.
Little Bree's gonna hear her parents calling her to go to bed. I gotta go. Bye, Mr. Millard.
boy, young innocent girl that I've never met before.
Like this little pitter patter.
Why is
Just like
she
tick, 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 tick,
so
tick, tick.
fond of you?
I don't know. Maybe she's evil.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her.
I mean, that's what. I mean, D words, they're all evil. They're just all evil.
Zyle, you see Mr. Luthrian walk through the door.
Oh, shh. Don't tell him the plan. He won't like it.
There's no plan. I told you can't stage queues in every town we go to.
Beelines and sits at the table right next to you.
Actually, ones like... As he sits down, Nadar's saying,
Especially ones that give us alcohol.
Just sits down. You know, you guys are really bad at whispering.
Wait, we're whispering?
What are you talking about?
Ismark, did you do an open tab again? Yes.
Wait, we get free drinks?
Not you.
Not you.
Nadar downs his 2 and goes off to the bar again.
Oh, I hadn't actually gotten his yet. I gotta do
There's
that.
a sign somewhere in here that says no open tabs for dwarves. It's a good policy to have. Slightly racist, but accurate.
Please.
You know, on that note, speaking of how racist this place is, I'm gonna go to my room.
Fair enough. Luthier's going to stand up and actually, like, extend his hand out to you for a handshake.
I learned that lesson last time.
Apologies for the hit. I stand by it. But still, apologies. Yep. He gives you a proper handshake.
And then I splash the water from my water skin in his face.
That tracks.
I'll allow it.
And then I walk away.
Santa wipes it off. Not sure I deserve that, but I'll allow it.
This is just going to continue to escalate between you two, isn't it?
No, I'm afraid if I hit him any harder, he would die. Didn't hit him that hard the first time, and he went unconscious. Feel kind of bad about it.
He did kind of earn it. Let's be fair.
Again, I apologize to the rest of you. I didn't mean to harm your friends. It's more as to send a message for the severity of the situation.
It is what it is.
Because I hope you all understand that my life is forfeit if any of you cross the Baron now.
Oh,
In case that wasn't clear from what he said.
As Nadar finishes his third round, he hops upon one of the tables and starts singing Diggy Diggy Hole.
Save it for the festival,
You
my
think
boy.
Do you think it wise betting your life on us? As he kind of cuts his eyes at Nadar.
If it were just me,
Diggy diggy hole atop the table.
if it were just me, absolutely not. But when I was on the mend, someone stopped by to see me. And he kind of just looks to make sure that he can say the name appropriately. Most here know him by a different name, but us here might now know him by Henrik. And he filled me in on a little bit of information. Some of which I understand that you are aware of, some of which perhaps not. He seems to put a lot of stock in all of you. And although I don't want to admit it all the time, he does seem to have some form of foresight and knowledge, although he seems bat-crap crazy to me most of the time. So,
Honestly,
Me-
Sticky's easier to talk to.
kind of snickers. At any
Where's
rate,
the salty old dog anyway.
you would not say. It's some sort of business to take care of. Standard stuff, you know. Wizards. I don't know if that's what he actually is. That's just what I call him. Old man dabbles in magic. Seems like a wizard to me.
sounds
Zal
appropriate.
looks affronted.
Anyway, get some rest. It's getting fairly late, and the festival's tomorrow. Hope all of you will stay and have some fun.
I hope to have a very, very quiet night.
He stands up. God looks at all of you. All I ask of all of you, please do not make me regret my decision. I trust Henrik, and he trusts you. I will say no more.
We'll certainly do what we can. He'll hold a hand out to shake.
This is the military shake. Till tomorrow. And he exits the tavern. And I will ask real quickly, does anyone have a desire to do something specific before we pass time a little bit?
I'm gonna
finish
fall down
my
the
drink.
stairs.
I'm singing Diggy Diggy Hole under my breath. Very
Miller
The
tries
door's on
to
the
climb
table,
climb the stairs and gets 3/4 of the way up before just missing the step.
So close.
I go after I finish my drink. I go to my room and wash up and go to bed.
Same.
After cleaning up, I want to go back down to get something to eat.
Okay. Elbreth?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wash up and go to bed, and I'm like kind of holding my necklace and like still bouncing back and forth between whether this is good that there's sun or if it's like kind of like weird and evil sun, and like not sure. Bouncing back between optimism and pessimism, but just gonna wants to try to wake up
Evil son.
at the dawn, since she normally used to like wake up at dawn to, so.
Okay. All right, so Millard, after you recuperate from falling down the stairs, anything before going to bed?
Yeah, I'll just lie there unconscious.
Just accepts defeat at the foot of the stairs. Okay. And Mark, once you get your meal and everything, do you go back to your room?
If everyone's going to bed, then I guess so, yeah.
Yes.
Would I encounter Mark in passing at any point?
I would think so.
So I do want to say,
Okay.
I'll stop Mark and say, so I appreciate you trying to get Nadar's drinking under control. I think you should look into getting your own or even purchasing that man's no-no stick, because that really seemed to do the trick.
Yeah, okay.
I've never seen anything deter him quite like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
He kind of whispers conspiratorial, I think it was just a stick, but we don't have to tell Nadar that.
Yeah. For
Considering
sure.
he's currently drunk, standing on a table, singing drinking songs and Diggy Diggy Hole. Pretty sure it wouldn't be hard to step out and find a tree and just do that.
But that was all.
Yep.
I really want Mark to have a no-no stick.
That's fine.
Nadar has a bedpost.
All
He
right.
could probably take from his bag and use as the no-no stick.
No.
The night passes on.
It's the stick has to be a stick that you don't know about, because no sticks obviously have like magical properties or something, I think.
So all of you go to sleep, and the night passes on. First time in a while with zero sort of hiccups, zero interruptions, zero nightmares. Everybody actually has a very pleasant sleep. Some of
Can I
you,
have that in real life?
some of you, if you so choose, can have a pleasant dream of your choosing, or you can have
I'm gonna
nothing,
apply a
or you can
long
have,
rest.
or you can have that deep sleep of pure nothing. Your choice. But
Only
you
some of
all,
us can.
you all get a long rest.
Yeet.
All right.
Yay.
I'm gonna hit the button.
I hit the button.
And we're going to pick up the next morning. Fast forwarding a little bit.
Oh
Where?
dear, what happened in the night?
Boy.
It's actually already in the morning. About 9 or 10 in the morning. You guys have been up for a little while. The festival is in full swing. It is going on. And there's just people everywhere. There are vendors and outlets littered throughout the town.
Nadar's already 2 drinks in.
It reminds you it's kind of like a deja vu in a certain sense, not unlike the one in Ayla's hometown, except, arguably, in a sense, even more vibrant somehow. Seems like the people in this sense don't seem to have a whole lot to hope for, so what little they can do, they're very excited about it. And people are just having a time. And currently, you guys are actually back at the center towards the cathedral area. And there's just joy everywhere. You even see Ismark having some random lady asking him to dance with her. And he just starts laughing and smiling as he just dances around. Where Irina just kind of just puts her hand over her face. Just embarrassment.
Nadar offers her. Nadar hands her a drink.
The lady trying to dance with Ismark?
No, Irina.
Oh. She just like looking straight. Grabs it, chugs it, gives it back. It doesn't even move. You can see Luthrian actually like entertaining some little kids. A kind of funny little sight of this, gruff military man trying to make some kids laugh in the distance. Millard, you can see your little friend periodically just keeps waving at you and shouting, "Mr. Millard."
Zyle, I know it's funny when Nadar wakes Ayla up, but next time I pass out in a drunken stupor, don't send him to wake me up. It's less funny.
I guess that's all a matter of perspective.
And
He kind of chucks back a laugh.
I think it makes me wake up with way more of a confusion than I should, because there's some random kid waving at me.
And in true nature of the festival, which is titled the Festival of the Blazing Sun, it is as clear as of a day as you have seen it since you've arrived, including yesterday. Almost cloudless. Pure sunlight radiating through.
It's mostly sunny now.
Mostly sunny. It is. Even though it's daytime, they are periodically shooting fireworks, color themed with the festival, so it's mostly vibrant reds, oranges, and yellows.
Is there a blacksmith?
Somewhere.
Nadar will go searching for a blacksmith.
Okay.
Like, even if it's like a vendor that's just selling weapons and whatnot.
Is anybody going with him?
Not it.
I'm gonna look for some breakfast.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
also
we
gonna look for
already-
some breakfast with
I
Millard.
think we already had breakfast, considering it's like 10 a.m.
Mark,
Had one, yes.
however
What about
much
the
you
second
want to eat,
breakfast?
it's fine with you. I'm gonna find. I'm really hungry,
All right.
and Zyle's still hungry, and he can eat. So we're gonna go find some breakfast.
I'm gonna go look for Luthrian.
He's entertaining kids right around where you are.
Okay.
I look for a familiar stall.
And I just want to throw in that like earlier this morning, if I was able to get up and because their son for the first time, then she's pray to Lathander. So, And then now look for second breakfast.
Nice.
Do I find one, right? Like a familiar
Yes.
stall.
Yes.
Hi, mate. Can I get some food? I'm really hungry. Any recommendations?
Personally, I really like the pulled pork.
What's that stuff over there?
Pulled pork.
You got any camel stuff? I
Oh,
had a friend tell me about it.
you like that stuff? Okay. Well, it tends to be the throwaway, but sure.
He goes and grabs a big old slab.
Tell you what, you can have it.
Take a bite.
Tastes just like
What
what
are
you
you
had.
trying to pull? That tastes awful.
It's
That's the
free.
That's the worst thing I've ever tasted.
That's rather insulting. Surely you've had something that's worse.
No, I can't say I have. And then I storm off.
You ever had a dung beetle? It's pretty bad. Guy doesn't like camel.
Zyl's gonna come up to the guy. He's gonna say, "Give me all the eggs and bacon you have."
We're really just gonna take all the food from him while Nadar's off looking for a forge.
I understand.
As he turns around, he said, "Whoa, wait! What you heard was, I want a lot of eggs and bacon. What I said was, give me all the eggs and bacon that you have."
Got it. Rita, give me a cart.
And he seems to actually be trying to do what you just requested.
Oh no! What have I done?
It's a bold move. I'm really excited to watch you try to do this.
Still be a constitution check.
I come up behind him and say, "Me too."
Oh crap! You weren't supposed to be here.
Am I within range?
I
of
curtsy.
Hearing?
Yeah,
Hearing them?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
probably not the
After
me
he
too,
said,
but
"Oh,
probably
you weren't
the
supposed to be here," I curtsy.
Yeah. So,
You would have heard me yelling, "That's the worst thing I've ever tasted."
Right.
Because I'm yelling that, but
and the tavern, the festival continues to flourish and have just a wonderful time, and everybody is just really enjoying things. And it's getting close to midday, so closer to noon, I guess we'll say.
Did I find a blacksmith in the time?
Not yet.
No, okay.
Is there any angel food cake?
Tons
that's great.
of which you may have to your delight.
As long as it's the cakey kind and not the meat kind, because then that's suspicious.
I love how we were.
Ooh, yeah.
I love how you were
Cannibalism.
so suspicious of this festival the other day. And now you're just like,
Right here, we're good. There's angel cake. Good. Solid.
No, she's going back and forth like the whole time. So between like, oh, this is like old times. Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, this is like old times. This is the worst.
That's
So,
how it feels for me as a player. I'm like, what's something's gonna happen? I don't like this. Everything's going well.
It's too happy.
I'm too happy.
You guys-
Nadar thinks that too, which is why he's looking for a blacksmith.
To you guys that are still in the center area, which I think is most everybody other than Nadar, will notice that Lucian's out and he's over there with Luthrian as they're kind of entertaining like the kids, and over like a little face painting section that the cathedral had set up to the side, and he's kind of okay. I'll be right back. I go grab some more pinwheels from inside. Just stop grabbing my legs. Just shoot. And he starts to go back in to grab more supplies, and you see him disappear into the inside of the cathedral.
That was Luthrian that went inside?
Lucian, the father.
Lucian. Okay.
This is all your fault.
Sure.
It
You're
is
the
all
one
you.
who decided to make everyone have the same sounding name.
Listen better.
That's
'Kay.
called get good.
Right.
Get good, kid.
We're going to follow Lucian inside the church.
Yeah.
I'm not, but we can.
We as viewers, the players can sit back now. Lucian's in there, and there's people walking around, still going about things, and he's
About to get killed.
walks over, grabs a couple of pinwheels to the. He's like, okay, one bunch of savages, just breaking half of the pinwheels. They're not even using them. Looks, kind of notices that there's someone sitting in one of the pews towards the front. I'm sorry. Did you need something? It's a festival, but we're still an active church here. Did you come here for something specific? And he notices that there's no reply, and that the figure seems to be hooded. All right then. Well, if you do need anything, don't hesitate to let us know, I suppose. And at this point, the hooded figure stands up, and Lucian realizes that he is rather tall, somewhere above the 7-foot mark. And the figure begins walking towards the exit of the church, towards where Lucian's standing. And he can't make anything out. It just seems like a shroud of some sort of darkness around him. There's just a large towering figure. And the figure walks past Lucian and is going towards the exit. And Lucian goes to reach out a hand to try and say something to the individual as to comfort. Don't be shy or afraid. Like, if you do need anything, it's fine. And the second that Lucian touches him, he immediately recoils his hand. Just... And he hits his knees and drops all of the pinwheels. And his hand from the fingers starts turning into a decayed black. And starts making its way up the wrist. And he's just frantically and just... What in God's name? And just starts working all the way up his arm.
Chop it off.
And he does some form of incantation to the front to try and stop it, but he can't seem to stop it. But he has at least slowed it down for the time being. And it's just shaking, and it looks like his arm is literally beginning to decay. He just looks up and realizes in front of him as the character turns around and looks at him and is at the edge of the steps now, approaching the front of the cathedral. That's standing before him in the middle. And as he has walked by, not only him, but everyone inside the cathedral has collapsed. And seems to have the same effect, but it has already taken place. And everyone has literally decayed. And he looks up into the shroud, and instinctively Lucian knows that standing before him is the Reaper. And he just looks up and looks out and says, "Oh no." And that is where we'll end tonight's episode.
I knew it was coming. I knew
You
it.
done messed with my boy Lucian.
Sorry. Good job, everybody.
He's bringing a lightsaber out.
For 99% of that, that was a very humorous and funny episode.
Yeah.
Good job. That was really good. We are transitioning to the post-stream chat section of the stream. So this is where we actually transition and talk to you guys and talk about our highlights of the episode and everything that went on during it. So thank you everybody so much that stuck around to this point. So I know, Jay, typically you have to hop off quickly. So I'll let you go first. So for you, pretty interesting night. What's some highlight of the night for you?
I think the funnest moment was probably getting to see Ismark and, reconciling with him. Kind of like a muddy hand to
Yes,
the
that was
chest.
fun.
That was fun for me
Mm-hmm.
to be.
And then, and then two of us took that and made it a joke.
Yeah. But I hope it also highlighted that Millard was acting a little bit different, right, towards Ismark.
Right.
So there's some character there.
Mm-hmm. Nothing without reason.
Same thing with the camel meat, where he's really enjoying it one day and he really wasn't enjoying it the next day.
Right.
He's got a spooky, scary skeleton in his closet.
Okay.
Or the guy's just horrible at cooking. Could go either way.
True that. All right. Anything else, Mr. J?
Nope, that'll be it. But
all right.
It was a fun time. So
thank you as always. We'll be off next week and we'll do a reminder of that afterwards. But thank you for stopping by. We'll see you in 2 weeks. So, all right. Lava, your internet is still going, and it has been for a couple of weeks, so it seemed rather consistent. So we're actually going to leave this completely up to chance and hope that you don't dip out too fast. So let's see who gets to go first, shall we? And anyone in chat, if you had a favorite moment of the night so far, sound off. Let us know what you liked tonight. All
or
right.
if you have any questions, feel free to ask, whether it's about this campaign or D&D in general. We'd love to help introduce you to D&D.
Mm-hmm. So that is Mr. Liam.
Favorite moment. Well, I guess I really liked the aesthetic of when we were in right outside the church. But favorite moment. I really liked what was that? I forgot.
It's hard on nights like this because there's just so much funny moments tonight that they all blend together.
Yeah. I thought that well, of course the easy to say moment was all of us individually entering the tavern. And you had Ismark say the same thing.
Yep.
Again.
Yep.
That was fun for me.
I'm sure.
Matt's commitment to a bit is unrivaled.
I was like, I'll go down with the ship, committing to a bit, 100%.
I was expecting you to just yell out the thing, even though Nadar was obviously ignoring him. I was like,
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Anything else, Mr. Liam?
I think that's the funny parts I remember.
Sure. All right.
Funny
That
part I remember.
It's Bex.
Oh wait, there it is. I muted there. Yeah, okay, dude, the music. Because first we get the spa music or something going, and I'm like, this is something. And then I'm like, I need that music, the Reaper music for when I just need to listen to that while I'm trying to focus and clean and stuff. I just need that for life.
What?
It's so good.
All right.
I don't know. I listen to Haunted House ambient soundtracks for focus, so
I'll get you the track.
So great. I was really hoping that it wasn't gonna end on a everything's happy, but is something gonna happen? But like it fully went into like it wasn't like, oh, he walked in the door and then, or like, actually no, what was the thing I thought you were gonna? I forget. There was something I was gonna like, is he gonna stop it right there? Oh, I think in the night or something. No,
Sure.
I don't know.
Right.
But it's just like,
Fade to
yeah,
morning is, I didn't be unexpected. Is what
Yeah.
I think you're saying.
it's glad we left on the spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary, scary.
Albert, yeah, Beck's personal favorite. Just all things creepy.
Yeah, don't say Elbert. That's not her. She's not happy about this.
No, this is fine. Everything's fine. Well, man, the party has no idea at the moment what's about to walk out the front gate of the cathedral.
Mhm.
And Nadar isn't even with them, for one.
Yep.
As usual.
Well, he.
That's,
I'll be-
yeah.
The
Par for
reason
the
I
course,
asked,
right?
the reason I asked is Nadar's going to get his weapons sharpened.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay.
in
Anything
case
else?
Something bad goes on.
Anything else, Miss Beck?
I don't remember. So.
Okay. No problem. That is Mr. Lava.
Yeah. I just had. Favorite moment? Probably. Just. Once we got back to Vallaki, just Nadar pestering the Baron, for one. Like,
Okay.
would I be allowed to bring weapons? Can I get free stuff? All that stuff. And
Just
then.
flirting with danger.
Yes. I've noticed that seems to be more and more of Nadar's MO. Just, I'm going to test the waters, but try and not push it once I find out what that limit is.
Right.
And then, what else? There was another one. I think having a little bit of the hints to more backstory was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That talk with Elbreth.
Several characters had hints of backstories tonight, and some of which I don't even know if people realize.
I did not, if you're asking me.
It's several had some.
Yes. That was fun.
Okay.
It also gives a reason as to why his name's the Dark Magma Shield.
Right. Right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. That is Miss SJ.
I like the part where Ayla. Sorry. Hi, Raiders. How are you all doing tonight?
Hello.
Alex Terra.
Hello there,
Thank you for
Governor.
the
Alex Terra.
raid.
Thank you so much for the raid, everybody. We're currently at the post-stream
Yes.
chat session of the night, so the session is finished, but we're just recapping our favorite moments of the night, going one by one. Currently, Miss SJ, who's what it says Ayla on the screen, is giving her favorite moment of the night. So, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Hope all of you
Didn't go well.
let us know what you were just playing, if it was D&D or if you came from somewhere else and what you guys were doing. Hope you guys have a good time. We'll try to make this somewhat entertaining as we go throughout our favorite moments of the night. D&D, nice. What were you playing? Homebrew or a module? Give us the deets. And then SJ, sorry to interrupt, but go ahead
Oh
with
no,
your...
it's fine. I like the part where I took a step back, or Ayla took a step back into the rain and just what she saw. And then just the pleasant surprise of going back to the tavern and Ismark and Arena were still there. So hopefully that's a good thing. Yeah. And
Okay.
I like how that even though the drunk lady has yet to appear again, now Millard has this fangirl of his that sticks by his side. So there's always just somebody for Millard.
Right. It's like, it's not the drunk lady, but now he has like a small child. It's like, Mr. Millard.
Right. Mr. Millard.
Yep. All right.
So yes,
Anything else?
that's it.
Okay. And then any of the raiders still around, what we're doing right now is at the end of every session, we recap our favorite moments or highlights of the night, just to see what every player enjoyed and what was something that they liked about the night, as well as chat. So I know you guys rated, so you didn't get to watch ours. So if you want to join in the fun, let us know what your highlight of the night for your session tonight was. So if you had something that you think was a good moment that you could summarize for us here without having to see it, go for it. It's all about D&D.
We also answer questions about whether it's this campaign or just D&D in general, because we want to be able to introduce D&D to anyone who has questions before they really get into it, or who are kind of weary about it. So yeah, that's why we're here.
Sure.
We hope that you guys enjoy. And if you want to watch or listen to this campaign, you can find it on YouTube, and also getting onto Spotify and Apple Podcast slowly. That's my job, and I need to do that. But if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube. If you want to listen to it, I think I have at least 12 of the episodes up on the podcast. So, but there you go.
And then I'm gonna do this for the heck of it, even though my camera broke. Let's fix that quick.
I'm Nadar.
Yes, my camera broke. I'm going through like the rules and whatnot behind the classes on my own personal stuff. So.
Yeah, we have. What was the thing we had?
I'm planning to update that tomorrow.
No, I mean the streamers. Yeah. Several of the people here stream, so like we try to always throw out links and shout outs for everybody.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm doing Druid. No, I'm doing Fighter because it's Star Wars Day, and I want to build a Jedi.
Right.
Star Wars Day.
All right. Yes. Sorry for the delay, Mr. Ricardo, but you're up. What's your highlight of the night?
One of my favorites was during the eggs and bacon scene when Ayla came up out of the blue, and I just, the throwaway line, "Crap, you weren't supposed to be there,"
right?
And she just curtsies at that.
Yeah.
When you said that, it made me think of that like GIF of where Dwight is standing there. And then Angela just comes up, and he's just like, ah!
Yeah, that was beautifully executed. Yeah. That was probably my favorite. It's all interacting with Lucian is always fun. I'm a little peeved about how the end was there. Mm-hmm. You and I are gonna have to have a little chat.
You threaten that to him a lot.
I did not say that Lucian is dead or dying. I didn't say those words.
Wounded, though.
He's wounded.
It's not looking good, but I didn't say the words.
Look what they did to my boy.
I thought
massacred my boy.
You have no idea. So I thought the second you said that midstream, it was like, I just like Lucian or whatever you said. I was thinking, oh, he's not gonna like the end of this episode. He's not gonna be happy. Because that was the plan all along.
Man, the music for the Reaper
I wondered.
Stormer said something about that. Dirk as well. I think that music is well done on that.
Yep, music by far is the easiest way to set a tone and like talk about contrast. Going from festival to that, and just and I guess like to pick your brain, because I don't know if it would have been better to do it this way, but I intentionally left it in blanket silence leading up to that point. So like when Lucian went into the cathedral, like I kind of like pulled back the festival music to where it's just like more like silence, and you just kind of got to sit in a little bit of nothing for a second before going to that. But I did contemplate.
Well, I knew it was something horrible was about to happen when you cut the festival music.
Yep. That's my point. I thought about like just like fading it back maybe, but at the end I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let him sit in silence and just let it fester and see what happens.
Yeah.
It was good tension building. I hated it, but it was good tension building.
Yeah, silence is always great.
Especially when you haven't had silence like the entire episode, suddenly there is.
Mhm.
You're like, don't like that. Things are about to go down. All right. So, goodness.
Oh, and talking to Mark about the no stick, that was that was a fun little chat.
Man. Okay. So, before I say mine, any others that you had that you wanted to mention?
I think that's got it covered.
Okay. So, early on, the bit with Millard giving Mark a hard time for not being able to control the weather, which is just like a bit straight out of The Hobbit. Basically, it was like, yes, this is glorious, and it turned into like kind of like a recurring bit as you guys made your way through the rest of the road. That was a highlight. Although I was very concerned since it worked out, Ayla getting to peek her head into the wall of
You're
weather
welcome.
and seeing what was waiting on the other side, as opposed to like you guys, if you just would have went on your way, would have had no idea.
Yeah, so you asked me if I stuck my head in or if I stepped in. What would have been the difference? Or would there have been a difference?
It would depend on how bad your roll was. If your roll was 8 or less, it would have been very, 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 very bad.
Okay.
Like, there probably would have been combat.
Oh dear, I had 2 life.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So it's
Thank
like,
you, Dice. I appreciate you.
I was like,
When I said I was
no.
willing to become a werewolf to survive, I was
Yep.
not kidding.
Yep.
I will
That
take
was-
the curse of lycanthropy if it means I get immunity
Yeah, it would
to
not
my
have.
rage.
Probably, AK, probably.
It would not have been good at all. But that was just made for an interesting moment. That, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was like, well, I guess I didn't have an expectation one way or the other what you guys would do, but that was cool. Also, just getting to showcase a complete contrast of weather and something that hasn't happened in Barovia yet, which is for the players in a meta sense. It should be pretty clear as day. It's like a poetic nature of the calm before the storm type of thing.
How
But-
dare you?
But nonetheless, real pretty to witness. And then you guys get to see the cathedral and all of its nice prettiness. Shout out to Dynamic Dungeons because their maps are fantastic, and it's such a pretty map.
The cathedral looked really cool in that whole square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Foundry for the weather effect. So I had fall leaves just kind of blowing everywhere. So it's like a couple pieces that come together that help make it all come together, and it was just really cool looking. And yeah, it's even though like I thought it was funny, so like I wasn't annoyed by it at all. The bit with Ismark in the tavern and just having to literally do the same thing 6 times for every single, well, technically 5 because like I said, it knew it with Nadar, but yeah, I thought
I
that
was
was
expecting you to.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm sure Ismark was probably annoyed, but I mean, Matt was like, yeah, this is 100%. If I was on the other side of this, I'd be doing this 100%. So gotta stand and take it when you're the DM. That was really good. Just all the sidebars. I thought like, it was a really good interaction all around. Good share of time. I think like everybody got to speak a little bit. It didn't feel like heavily one-sided really anywhere. And mostly comical, which is good. That needed to be the setting of this episode, which is funny because you guys started doing that during the portion that could have easily still been dramatic, but you just went ahead and started with the comedy bits. So I was like, that's good. Hold on to that.
So I guess
Keep that.
Guess we know how we best respond to dramatic moments. Comedy.
Yeah, well, yeah, about that. Probably not going to be any comedy in the following episode.
No.
I'm excited for the following episode.
We'll see.
I'm
Yeah.
scared.
So, for chat, this is your last call for any questions. I'm gonna do one more round robin for
Also, a reminder that next week we are off.
Yes, and I'll do a reminder again before we actually like close off the
Are we
stream.
gonna do a game night or something in replace of, or we're just not gonna be here next night?
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm not
I should
opposed.
be around for a game night.
Hop in the Discord for updates, everybody.
Yeah. Part of me likes the idea of just having the week to be able to plan stuff for
Yeah.
what's to come. Not to concern you guys, but just, planning would be good. There's a lot that's about to happen. So, yeah. So, last call chat for any sort of questions or anything that you had for the night, and we will end off. But round robin for players, this is just more fun hearsay, and your answer can be as short as you want. It can just be you don't know, or it can be as whatever you want to say. But in reverse order, so we'll start with Richard. The Reaper's on the scene. He's not just a word. He's here. You've seen at least some effect of him just walking by and someone touching him, and he's about to walk into the middle of the courtyard during the festival. So what is Richard thinking right now?
He's gonna get touched by the long arm of radiant justice for messing with my boy Lucian, is what Richard's thinking.
Perfect.
Pew pew.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. Anything about what you think might actually happen?
Nothing good for us.
Fair enough.
He is I think it was pointed out by someone he's the most powerful. It may have been
I think Tanner alluded
Tanner
to
that said that.
Right.
And we already know the others are stupid strong, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a good answer.
So
Miss.
to piggyback off our buddy Dirk here, neutral good Richard is like, oh boy, we need to get out of this. Chaotic neutral Richard is like,
fight. Terrible idea, but go for it.
yes,
Don't do it. Don't fight.
you can certainly try.
Yep. Like, by all means, have at it. Awful idea, but by all means, have at it. I will not stop you. Okay. Miss SJ. The Reaper is on the scene. You've seen the effects. What's SJ thinking?
Oh crap.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, how is he there? He shouldn't be able to be there, but obviously
That's a good question.
something happened.
Nope.
Because as far as we know, only Zeke could get in, and now the one who's like really in charge got in. So
That is a great question.
it's a scary thing of what happened. And part of me is like, did they mess with the cart with the wine in it that we brought in something? Or like why now? So
Mm-hmm.
that's my first initial thought. So
Okay.
I'm scared.
It's a good assessment and a good question to bring up. So it's good.
Thank you.
Mr. Lava.
My thoughts on the Reaper.
Well, just
I
like,
s-
what is Lava
yes.
thinking?
Yes. Lava's
Oh, dear.
thinking, I saw this coming. And even thinking, like, Nadar did have some wariness to some extent coming into the festival.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this place has been scary, and I think at some point he did hear some rumors about the festival not being good.
Mm.
I don't remember if that part was true, so that's why I didn't try and go too much into what the rumors said.
Luthrian made a comment about the festival as just being annoying.
Okay. But still, Nadar was like, just in case, I want to be ready. And I'm like, good thing Nadar isn't there, because he doesn't have to face the Reaper just yet. Now he's off fighting a blacksmith, so he can face the Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. That's a good answer.
Going insane.
Miss Bex, same question. The Reapers arrived on the scene. What's Bex thinking?
We all gonna die.
We're gonna die.
It'll be a fun ride as we die.
Rip run.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
We know you dig the vibe. We got that part. Even though you
Yeah.
just potentially massacred an entire church group of people.
Yeah, I feel like how well. Yeah, I don't know. When we fight against the other ones, like we always like, there's always like an intervention. So it feels like the only way will be if there's another intervention. Because if we can't beat like Omen or Samael, like how are we supposed to beat the Reaper?
Fair point. Probably worth noting. Okay. And then Mr. Liam.
Since fighting against Omen, we were only the 6 of us without even Ismark or Irina. So, but now this time it's sort of different because it's actually the whole city can potentially be involved in this fight, which would mean a whole lot of casualties potentially. But technically, in this instance, I think we still probably have a better chance, just thinking of the amount of people. Yeah. I think, physically speaking, I think Mark is the closest. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All really good answers. And I think all good thought processes to be had around the whole subject.
I'm
looking forward
to see Nadar's reaction to interacting with this guy for the first time.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the start of the next episode. Should be a fun time.
Yeah.
I'll say for everybody, whenever we get to that point, buckle your pants, because this is about to be a ride.
Am I gonna need to bring 2 lightsabers instead of just 1?
If you want to
You don't need
survive,
to bring any.
if you have any hope of survival, yep, hold on to it. But that's going to do it for tonight. I think it was a wonderful episode. Great job to all the players tonight. Good job. Good fun times, fun callbacks, references, jokes,
Lots of references.
role plays, just all around funny. Good time. Allowed me to kind of just step back and just let you guys just do your thing for the most part. And yeah, really good. Got to set up a good stage for the upcoming episode. And yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you guys what's about to go down. It's been a long time coming. And we're about to topple over a domino. But we'll have to wait. Not 1, but 2 weeks. Because, reminder, next week we are going to actually take off because we have several people that will be out of town. It's just going to be easier just to go ahead and call it because I think we at most would have 3 people. So that'll be May 10th. We will have no episode. We might have like a game night or stream or something. I'll see. We'll talk about that in Discord. So if you are not already there, ! Discord and chat, and you can join us there and we'll let you know kind of what's going on. We will pick back up on May 17th with episode 39. But until then, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by watching. We love every last one of you. It makes it a tremendous amount of fun to do this with an audience. It's always a fun time, especially people who care about D&D the same way we do. And we look forward to bringing home what's happening in episode 39 and episode 40. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. But until then, everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
May the
Good
May
night.
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with
Oh,
you too.
dang.
Yeah.
Nerds. Till next time.
Bye.